Good morning and welcome to Mahala Monday. It is absolutely fabulous to have you along with us on this Monday morning. My name is Dougal and with me is Rhoda.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to Mahala Monday. Second episode. Woohoo!
It certainly is exciting times, of course, and it is absolutely wonderful to have you along with us on this Monday for the ride, because this show is all going to be about you. And today is a very special show indeed, because we're going to sort of set the scene for you and set the tone rather of what you can expect and what Mahala Monday is all about. And that is probably the question on everybody's lips right now. What is Mahala Monday and what can we look forward to? Well, Rhoda?
Yeah, so Mahala Monday, it has been an initiative of us, Nickay, to help with education and entrepreneurship, giving you the information that you need to make very difficult and daunting decisions on where to study, what to study, and that's always very difficult to decide. That is Mahala Monday.
It certainly is. So, and that is really where it becomes really tricky, because we all know education, of course, this is really one of the cornerstones for Nickay, and especially Nickay Productions. So when it comes to education and looking at everything that goes around education, as Rhoda alluded to, in terms of what to study, what the options you have, this is where we come in. And let's just have a moment and look at that. Of course, as we know, this year has definitely been topsy-turvy, also with the backdrop of the COVID-19 pandemic, and everything is under lockdown. It becomes a bit of a struggle, and it is difficult sometimes to get the information, and that's why we have sort of jumped in and thought to ourselves, you know, wouldn't it be easier and fun to sort of bring information to you? But it doesn't matter where you are in the South African community. You could be anywhere across the globe. You can access this information. You can view it on your cell phone, on your tablet, as easy as that. And this is really what it is about. So basically, we'll be live streaming videos on a Monday morning at this time, and we're going to highlight educational institutions for you, of course, to help you with making the decisions. But this is the kicker, Rhoda.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in the experts.
Almost definitely.
We'll be talking to the institution directly. So where the show becomes interactive is because you might have a concern or a question, and you will get to ask them that question, and hopefully they get to answer that for us live on our streams. And of course, we're streaming on 2 platforms as well.
Yes, that's right. So we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and that's at Nickay Productions, don't forget. And just on that as well, you know, Dougal, with our network of institutions we have, being in the industry for 18 years, we wanted to take this opportunity to bring those institutions to you, the students, to make those decisions. And obviously, like we said, we'll bring in the experts to give us more information on the institutions, and this is what Mahala is all about.
And definitely getting the experts in. But the most important thing for you to do as well is to be part of the show, of course, and interact with the show. So on YouTube and on Facebook at Nickay Productions, that is the magical name. Now, just having a look at what we did last week, because last week we were very lucky and very fortunate, and we spoke to ETA. Now, in case you missed that episode, all you got to do is, of course, go to our page at Nickay Productions and view it again. It is as simple as that. But thank you once again to the wonderful people at ETA, and Caitlin Carpenter, indeed, who joined us last week Wednesday, and last week Monday rather, and she answered a huge array of questions.
Oh, yeah.
And I know a lot more about ETA, and I hope that enables you to make an informed decision should ETA be your institution of choice. But it doesn't just end there, because we're going to focus and highlight various institutions for you, and we're very excited of what is coming up over the next couple of weeks as well.
That's so true. And just getting back to the ETA quickly, Dougal, I must say there's been brilliant response from so many people out there on our social media, telling us that they've never heard of ETA, and now they've got choices at the end of it, knowing for a fact that they don't necessarily have to be the doctor or the nurse, whichever they want to be. They can actually be fitness instructors now, and obviously having the accreditation from ETA, being able to go overseas and give a course on fitness and even become a coach. Those options are there for them, and if we had this platform to show you ETA, you'd never know about ETA. So that's what, you know, we're looking forward to introducing our other institutions as well.
And you know what? That is really the essence of Mahala Monday. One of the most important things is, of course, education. That is really the most important thing. We definitely want to create a country that we can all be proud of and where everybody has got the necessary skills to take everything in South Africa a lot forward as well. And ETA, as Rhoda alluded to, yes, internationally recognized, which is absolutely brilliant. But this is really the key. And I can only urge you to be part of the show, and especially when we have the guests on, and definitely engage with them and ask the questions, because bear in mind, if you're sitting in a situation, and especially now with lockdown and various gathering restrictions that we have, we're going to have the expert for you. So although certain information you can find out by yourself, but you might have a question or two, we're going to do live broadcast, and this is why the show is important, not just for the institution, but also for you, because you get to ask that really in-depth question and something that is close to your heart as well. But looking forward to some of the institutions that we will be covering over the next week, and we're very excited about this, because I've heard of Boland College, which is really a remarkable place.
That's right.
Various courses that you get to study at Boland. I know they're leaders when it comes to hospitality and tourism, also when it comes to electrical engineering, and these are just some of the courses that they offer at Boland.
Oh yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and also being one of our institutions, and I have seen the numbers grow. And you know, it's so brilliant having to be out in the Boland, and you know that is on the outskirts of our farm areas and that, and bringing education to these kids as well, and giving those opportunities for them to be able to go and study at Boland, which is more the closest institution to them, and having to get a platform to be able to study anything their heart desires.
And basically, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, now, yes, you've heard of Boland College, you would like to find out more. Well, here is your chance, because next week, Monday morning, on Mahala Monday, we will be talking to the wonderful people at Boland College. And of course, there's certain questions I would like to ask them as well, but I'm sure you might be sitting with a notion or a question at this stage where you'd like to find out a lot more about Boland College. But it's not going to be the only institution that we look at. And Rhoda, I wanted to ask you as well, because you're in a position where you've had 2 children go to tertiary institutions. How difficult is it, firstly, for mom and dad to make that decision, support the young one that has decided to follow a certain course? How vital is it to have all the information, or as much as possible at hand?
Yeah. I think with the experience I've had in the past, Dougal, and having 2 kids that's now studying, and one is studying, one is completed now, the daunting decision was really, what do you want to become one day? What do you want to study? And this is a question you have to pose your child, because, you know, we as parents have lots of expectations. We expect them to become probably the doctors, the surgeons, and necessarily not all kids are basically lined up to be that necessarily. And having to pose that question to our kids, and this is a daunting decision we had to make, and sit down with our children and say, what do you want to become? What is your strong points? What are you? What is are you creative? Are you artistic? And this is what we needed to look at. And being Nickay and having to work with all institutions, I myself then realized that there is so much more and such a lot of opportunities out there for our kids to make a decision for themselves necessarily, where they will be happy. Because you know what, my father always told me, if you get up in the morning and you get in that car and you go to work and you're not happy, then you're in the wrong job. And you want yourself and your community to be so much happier by having the opportunity to be able to do something that you want to do one day. Yeah, so it was very daunting, very difficult.
And I'm asking you that question because purely on the backdrop of this is as much for parents as it is for young ones, because we're going to bring you all the information, and we want to do a holistic coverage of information when it comes to a specific institution. So parents, mom, dad, this is for you as well. Teachers, grandparents, everybody. This is for everybody in our broader community in South Africa, because we all got a part to play. And the more we know about the institution that our young ones or young people will attend, I think it can only just help us, and especially if you are supportive in the passions and the endeavors that people want to study. So Boland College is one that we're going to be talking about too in the next future, but it's not the only one coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely not. So we will have at about 10:15 Cornerstone Institution as well.
So Rhoda, this is all happening on Monday.
This is happening all on Monday. So we will have our Boland at 9 o'clock and Cornerstone at 10:15.
And Cornerstone, that's a brilliant institution as well, and they're known for short courses, higher learning courses, postgrads as well as undergrads. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions for that one as well. So join us, as Rhoda said, that is going to be after 10 on Monday morning coming. But kicking the day off next week, Monday, will be Boland College. And this is what makes it so exciting. And any question relating to a tertiary institution that you have, or a tertiary institution that you would like us to feature and find out more, well, you know what you got to do. You get in touch with us at Nickay Productions, as simple as that. And we look forward to your suggestions and questions, of course, that you might have. But education, as we know, is pivotal to any society going forward. We also know that education plays an important part, and of course for the wonderful people at Nickay Productions, this certainly is a cornerstone of decision making. Education is certainly one side of it, but definitely when it comes to entrepreneurship, this really goes hand in hand. Good education enables entrepreneurship, but there might be a small and medium enterprise, SME, small business of any shape or form. We're here to help you as well, Rhoda.
Oh, that is so true. You know, Dougal, actually through the COVID, being in business for the amount of years we've been at, and then having a lot of guys that I've, like our delivery guys and guys that I meet along the way, critically what had happened in COVID, they weren't compliant. You know what? This information at the end of the day is what we want to bring across to you. There's a lot of businesses, entrepreneurs, this is the first generation, obviously, entrepreneur that don't have information necessarily that how to start a business, you know, business plans, what you need to start a business. And this is information we want to bring you as well on being an entrepreneur as well. So at the end of the day, Nickay wants to bring you all this information. We've been there, we've done that, we've done our homework. We want to assist you, the small businesses as well, and the first generation for businesses as well, to be able to assist you to make the right decisions and the right choices and be compliant, guys. It's very important. Be compliant. If you're not compliant, like we found out now with COVID, you could not get funding from your, basically from your UIF, and you know, because you weren't compliant, and that's vital at the end of the day. Once you pay SARS, you need to make 100% sure you're compliant, that your stock can will be able to get the UIF at the end of the day as well. Very important.
And Rhoda, what you're touching on is a very important part, of course, for small business, but more important as well is to grow it. And we all would like to have a booming business, and we definitely want to get the experts involved, of course, to help you and sort of talk more to if something interests you and how you can maybe turn your passion into a business. I mean, that is really an ideal society. So that is definitely something we want to talk to and have the experts on board for you, of course, and bring you all the relevant information. And as Rhoda said, of course, everything you need to know to have your business function properly and just have everything wonderful. So that is going to be brilliant. And that is definitely a segment of Mahala Monday that we're looking forward to. And we will be bringing you that in the near future as we have those business consultants for you right here on Mahala Monday. But also with that being said, if you have any suggestions in terms of what you would like to hear specifically and the questions you would like us to pose to business consultants, please get in touch with us at Nickay Productions. And of course, remember, we'll be streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and your suggestions, we'll certainly take that to heart, and we'll definitely pose those questions as well once we have our guest here. But any suggestion that you might have on that front, definitely let us know about it. So that is one thing that we're going to do. We're definitely going to focus on entrepreneurship to give you that hand that you need. Education, we all know, is so important, but it doesn't stop there. Social well-being is also very, very important. And we're certainly going to be highlighting some institutions that definitely leading our communities in that. And we'll definitely bring you the best of the best as well and share their stories with you as well. All of that here on Mahala Monday.
That's so true. So guys, remember, this is your platform. This is created for you because, you know, all of that intertwines your education in basically in lines with business, which then also your social development putting out there. Because, you know, without your education or businesses, you can't do social development. And this is why we at Nickay had concentrated on bringing those three together and putting this platform together to be able to bring all of this together and educate our community and enlighten and uplift our community at the end of the day. And this is what Nickay's dream was, and this is what Mahala is all about.
And one of the best things about the Mahala Monday is that you can view the episodes anytime. So if you go to YouTube, you'll be able to see the episode that we had last week with ETA, and you can rehash that at any time. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you are north of Johannesburg, north of Polokwane, if you're just outside Nelspruit, anywhere, or even Makanda and Grahamstown or in Cape Town, it doesn't matter where you are. You can simply access these videos at any time and have a look at all the institutions we've covered, and of course look forward to some of the exciting stuff still coming on a Mahala Monday. So the most important thing is to be part of the show. Of course, by you being part of the show, we can certainly make a difference and have those questions answered, and it's so easy to be part of the show.
Oh yes, most definitely. So remember guys, you need to hit that bell, subscribe at the end of the day, and just, you know, to be part of this. And quickly, Dougal, regarding the COVID, you know, and this is why we've also created this platform. The initiative was as well that a lot of institutions and a lot of people cannot get their messages out there, get it to the students, because there used to be open days and where you were able to go to the schools and get all the information. And it's become a bit of a struggle with COVID, and I've been listening to the news talking about the second wave, which I hope and pray to God it doesn't happen. But you know what? We've created a platform to be able to say, no matter what, this information will get out to our communities. Information will get out to our children at the end of the day to make those decisions, because you know what? Life doesn't stop with COVID. It needs to continue next year. We're still around next year, and we need to make those decisions for next year. And obviously uplift our community. So yeah, just coming back to that, and then just saying my passion for why we had created the Mahala Monday is to bring those information out to our youth, and to obviously, don't forget, there is some adults as well that might want to change a bit of their life, look at something different. This is opportunity for you also to look at options on looking at even doing your social development, on looking at the people that we will be introducing, maybe starting your own business or going to study. Your choice.
And that is what Mahala Monday, and I've got to be honest with you, this is what makes it really exciting. Because firstly, having information at your fingertips is really what it's all about. Making it accessible all the time is what it's all about. And your partner in all of that is going to be Mahala Monday. But Mahala Monday needs your help as well. So when you watch, you ask the questions at Nickay Productions. It is that simple. That's on YouTube and Facebook. And together we can make a difference and, of course, empower our community at large. So, Rhoda, you were saying you subscribed, you hit the bell.
That we go. Subscribe, hit the bell. And the reason being is that you will get next information regarding our next program. So it will basically then keep you in touch and saying what's next. So don't forget, subscribe and hit that bell.
So Monday mornings, 9 o'clock, there you have it. Mahala Monday, you have a date with us. We look forward to the interaction with you in the show. Some exciting guests coming up, as you know now who's coming up over the next couple of weeks. And of course, we're very excited about bringing you all that information and making sure you are well informed. So from me, Dougal, until next time, stay safe, look after yourself, and thanks for watching, and share Mahala Monday.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a fabulous week ahead. Thank you for watching Mahala Monday.